Is Brad Stevens on the hot seat?
Hey, Brad, is there a positive out of this game, Brad? I know you love to do that. Whenever a bad game happens, he always finds a positive. Oh, actually, Carson Edwards, Carson had played a pretty good game for us today, I thought. But like you blew what? Neat. How many double-digit leads are we gonna give up?
24 points.
24 points.
24 points.
That 24 points doesn't disappear in the WNBA. 24 points doesn't disappear in wheelchair basketball. Which is hilarious because the Celtics are playing like a bunch of cripples. Are we joking? 24 points.
Are we?
How many times are we going to let this happen? Danny, how many times are you going to allow this team to quit on Brad? How many times? I know you said this team is not a championship team, and you said it's your fault. Good for you. I'm glad you noticed that you did not do well here. Good. This team is not playing for their coach.
No. And
no, a team, dude, you should be able to coach your way. You should be able to coach. It was taco time in the second quarter.
Taco. It's about to be taco time the rest of this season.
How are we doing this? Why isn't Rob Williams playing more also?
I don't know, actually.
They have a better plus minus when he's on the floor. I don't get it. Are we not analytic based anymore? Are we not listening to analytics? Because I know this whole thing was a bunch of analytic data, and it shows that Robert Williams, when he's on the floor, the Celtics are a better team.
Yeah.
Why are we not playing him more?
He's been playing well too. Did you see that double? That double alley-oop the other day.
Yeah.
He's been.
Yes.
Yeah. He did. I don't know.
I don't get it.
I'm glad you said Danny and not Brad Stevens, because to go back to your point, I don't think Brad's on the hot seat. I think Danny's on the hot seat.
No, Brad's on the goddamn hot seat. His seat's on fire right now.
I think they both are. Because Danny Ainge, like I said, we talked about.
You have to win if you're the Celtics.
That's the thing.
We've been here for how fucking long?
So that's the thing. You were always like, like we talked about earlier in the year, it's like, the chemistry's good, which this was before everything. The chemistry's not good right now. I don't know what's going on. But the thing is just one more good year. When we were talking about the James Harden trade a while back. Hold on, let me get... It's like, okay, you can only have so many decent years until you don't get over the hump. And I'm not even saying winning. I'm saying, get to the finals, where it's just like, okay, Brad and Danny, this is not working anymore, because it's like we have the two young guys. It's why aren't the players buying in to the coach? What are you doing as a coach that isn't working? And Danny, why aren't you getting the pieces around Tatum and Brown to really get this working? These both, you had the assets, Danny, and you just kept drafting young guys. You killed it with two of them. At Robert Williams, I would say too. You killed it with a decent amount of them, but you drafted too many. You should have gotten more veteran leaders that would have bought into Brad Stevens.
Now, it's very to go back to what you were just saying. If we still made it to the Eastern Conference Finals facing the Nets, then I would disagree with that point. But when it's this bad, it's clear that there should have been a move to make. I'm all for, don't fix something that isn't broken. But right here, it's now, okay, it officially broke. It just snapped. Whatever it is we had that was getting us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Mind you, I know Kemba's been injured. I know Marcus Smart hasn't played. I know there's a lot going on, but somebody's got to step up. They should not be blowing 24-point leads. They should not be losing to Washington and having Taco play in the third quarter. It is such an effort thing with this team, because talent-wise, they're there. But it's now, I know there needs to be moves to be made. I know we have to get rid of somebody, and I know somebody's got to move. I know something has to change. I just have no idea. I less think it's Brad Stevens. I more think it's Danny Ainge, and it's you've been great at not jumping the gun on the wrong trades or the wrong whatever, but I think now it's you clearly missed on not getting. I don't even know. I don't even know who it would be.
Personally, if they can get a Bradley Beal or a James Harden kind of player, where it's they need help. They absolutely need help. If they could get Boogie Cousins, that's great. Because Tristan Thompson, as much as I thought that signing was great, it's not working out. Danny Ainge was great at collecting assets and all that, and used it when they had the really high draft picks to get Tatum and Brown. But then it's we have a 14, 17, and an 18 draft pick or something. It was okay, you don't need three young guys. Go get a veteran player. And I'm not saying he has to be a James Harden kind of. Excuse me. Well, I am saying that, but you need reliable, resourceful players that are above average. And if you could get a superstar, that's great. Do that. but get them real help. Jeff Teague, not working. Sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
not putting this all on Jeff Teague, clearly.
He didn't play yesterday. He was a coaching decision. He did not play Jeff Teague yesterday.
My man's not even getting a shot.
He didn't
Well,
get a minute.
how did Kemba do? Because I didn't
No,
have
also,
time to watch
I know
the
we
game.
got on Danny and Brad.
Yeah.
It doesn't help when your star guard is 1 from 12 from 3-point land.
That was Kemba?
5 from 21.
What did I say?
5 of 21 from the field.
What did I say about
14
Kemba?
points. Also, if your center is getting 39 minutes and scores 5 points with 6 boards, Daniel Tice, are you joking?
That's pretty trash.
Are you joking?
I also think
Robert Williams played 20 minutes and grabbed 13 boards.
Yeah.
Why is he not playing?
No, that is a good point. And he's looked good all season too. He's looked very good all season.
he's actually improving. That's another one. Of the draft
Daniel
picks
Tice had the same amount of personal fouls as he did points. 5. 39 minutes.
I don't.
Well, my thing with Kemba. So this is what did I say though last week? Because after I said Kemba is not the same, he's not doing this, and I was like, we're gonna see glimpses of him being great. All for 90% of last week, he was putting up like 22 points, playing really good, and then all of a sudden yesterday, 1 for 12 from 3.
It looked like
what is that?
It looked
What
like they were
is
gonna be
that?
turning it around. Would this have been if they won? Would that have been 3 in a row?
I think so.
Yeah, they had 2 like really solid wins leading up to this, and then they were blowing out the Pelicans. I was like, this is what I was expecting. This is exactly what it was. And I kept joking with my dad. My dad texted me. He was like, Celtics are up by 20, LOL. And I'm like, oh, Dad, there's plenty. I literally said there's plenty of game left. He's like, I know, that's why I texted you. And you know what? They blew it. Matter of fact, they almost lost in regulation if it wasn't for Tatum.
We need.
Imagine almost losing in regulation when you were up by 24.
I will say though, as much as I said Tatum's not a killer, good to him for making that shot, bringing it to overtime. That's a step in the right direction for him.
Didn't take a 3, drove to the lane and did a floater. That's a big step too.
That's a veteran move, actually.
Yeah.
So that is the killer I want to see in Tatum. So, but that's the thing where
tough shot too.
Danny Ainge hit with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and Tatum that was that killer instinct starting to grow in him a little. It's like that's great because he is still only 22.
I was gonna say we got to give him a lot of
Oh
time.
no, that gets me excited because you proved me wrong. That all I was saying like he's not a killer. No, don't get me wrong. I still think he has ways to go.
Yeah.
But that's showing me it's like, oh, maybe he really is going to be that dude. Maybe he is going to have that, and he's not going to need Jaylen Brown to do that for him.
Now,
which gets me ecstatic.
Just to because Andre Drummond is going to move. Think he might be the answer?
I think he's part of the answer. I don't think he's the whole answer because they still need a scoring option. Because when Kemba, like we were saying, when Kemba plays to his high potential, like cardiac Kemba kind of guy.
Oh, I missed that.
But that was so long ago. But that's the thing. If you have that third scoring option in Kemba when he does play, okay, the big man is really the only problem then.
Well, it's also
and the depth.
Interior defense has been clearly a problem. Look at Tice. 6 rebounds, 36 minutes is trash. Andre Drummond is averaging 15 rebounds a game.
Tice really should be playing power forward too, but I get like in
Tristan Thompson.
We're so undersized.
Tristan Thompson grabbed 9 boards, by the way.
Yeah. Every one of our fucking...
The man who played 15 less minutes than the two of them got more boards than they did.
Yeah.
Good. But keep playing them, Brad. Keep playing them. They're doing well. They're doing real good.
Not to mention, these guys are all undersized for center. I think Andre Drummond would be a huge fix.
You know who's not? Robert Williams.
Yeah.
Although
I won't even say he's like
6'9",
but his athleticism makes up for it.
Dude,
yeah,
that alley-oop he had in that game yesterday, he grabbed that ball at the top of the backboard.
Yeah, no, I love Robert Williams.
He's Zion. Like, Zion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying he is like Zion.
No.
Like, okay.
Oh, my God. No.
I was going to be like, this is the hottest take I've ever heard.
Wait a minute.
That ball was up at the top of the backboard. He jumped up and grabbed it and slammed that thing.
I also think, too, with the Pelicans.
One hand, by the way.
I also, I think we are going a little too harsh on the Celtics, and the only reason I say that, at least with this game, I get the 24-point lead.
Kyle.
Hold on, though. The Pelicans are a great team. They're just super, super young. When they figure it out, when they see it click, I know you guys have seen it. When they click and they're going, they are a really, really good team. But 24 points is unacceptable.
24.
Kyle.
Yeah.
24.
It's every time.
No,
I tweeted this early in the season because I've seen this before the past 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
death, taxes, and the Celtics blowing double-digit leads.
He did tweet this.
I did see the
And
tweet.
then-
I saw the tweet.
And then later on in the season, I then found that tweet and then retweeted it because they did it again. And I said, remember this tweet? This is fun. This team is so irritating. Close it out.
Yeah.
Close it. I can't believe I said they're playing like cripples, by the way. That's how mad I was.
You just really went off on him at that
I
segment.
can't believe they're playing
You
like
called
I
them
said they're
cripples.
playing like cripples. That is
You called them cripples.
that's amazing.
Well, Kemba's borderline a cripple at this
Dude,
point.
literally, yeah, he's got no knee. That's-
Honest.
What? But that's what I said. I love Kemba's leadership, and that's unbelievable. But like you said about Jalen Hurts earlier, you got to have the talent. And when it's not, he's just not always there. Kemba's just not always there. It sucks because I really do like the guy. He's probably one of the most actually lovable, likable players in the league.
Yeah.
Because
He's a great dude.
Someone you can respect. I mean, look at the first time he went back to Charlotte after he went to Boston. Just unbelievable dude.
Speaking of Charlotte, they won that trade with Kemba, with Terry Rozier.
It was
They
a
won
sign
that.
and trade.
Dude,
I
that was
wouldn't.
his first game-winning shot. It's very early.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
how,
but Kemba's
look at how
knee.
Terry's
Kemba's knee.
Kemba's
I know,
knee.
it's
Look
ve-
at how
it's
Terry's
very
been performing.
It's very early, and Terry might lose his job to LaMelo. So
No, I'd
LaMelo.
not lose his job.
Mhm.
He's still going to get 36 minutes. They may relinquish the starting job, give it to LaMelo. I understand that, but I mean, he's still great. I think Terry's a better defender. He's
Kemba can't defend.
Exactly.
When you got no knee.
exactly. I'm saying Charlotte got the benefit of the doubt on that trade because we're paying $36 million to a guy with no knees,
And this is why I would ship Kemba.
and Terry Rozier is balling out.
You know who they need to sign? Say with me now, folks. Isaiah Thomas. Get this man back
Are you
on
serious,
the team.
dude? He's balling.
Of
He's balling for Team USA. He
Oh!
can play.
course he can.
What are we doing? Why is he not back?
Trade Kemba, get a big man, and then bring back IT. That is IT, Jalen Brown,
Dude,
Jason Tatum. That's
dude,
the big three I
Isaiah
want.
Thomas
Not
is,
even that, dude. I literally have Isaiah. Dude, Isaiah just wants a job. He would come off the. I telling you, he would come off the bench.
I know. I just missed
We
old Isaiah Thomas.
need that player to come off the bench
Dog.
and start scoring. We don't have it.
I don't know how we haven't thought of this or how this hasn't crossed my mind.
It-
Oh my God, Isaiah Thomas would answer every single one of our problems.
Have you not been on social media? That's
Hold-
all I see people
dude,
tweet.
I have not even. It hasn't even crossed my mind.
I've literally-
That dude
I've been
brought a
His jersey's
shitbox.
right there.
I love this man. I love Isaiah Thomas. He brought a terrible team to what? The second round of the playoffs? He put up.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Are you kidding me? The fucking East. He literally.
And then LeBron.
He put up what 50 some odd points on his.
The day after his
The
sister
day
died,
after his sister
53
died?
points.
53 points.
Loses his teeth in a game, continues the game, plays the next day. Are you kidding?
You don't
Dude,
teach that.
I love Isaiah Thomas. The
That's-
60, the Mr. Irrelevant in the draft, like that dude,
like
he's a stud.
Why
If he was
is-
taller, he'd be one of the best players in the league.
Well,
Because he's short. He is a
let's-
nobody wants him because he is a defensive liability.
Let's see him back in the NBA before we say.
I'm saying if he was taller,
bro,
he's
he can
five.
still-
He's 5'6".
He's
5.
still bald.
he's
whatever.
5'10". He's not that short.
He's-
He's my
Hold on,
height.
dude.
He's
not-
yeah.
he's
no,
I feel
he's
personally
over-
attacked.
He is 5'6" compared to everybody in
He's
the
not
NBA.
Phil Pressey, dude.
But you know what? He still finishes. He still finishes among like big men very well. Like he's still like he can still drive to the lane. Dude, give me Isaiah Thomas. I need it.
Dude, especially if
Imagine
you,
him-
also
Get
if
into
you
my veins.
Imagine him instead of Jeff Teague.
Oh
dude,
my-
especially oh my god, wow, dude, especially with that hip, if he comes off the bench, that's load management too.
you can get him
Come
for
on,
a
you-
veteran
We can
minimum.
keep Kemba.
Everybody in Boston would love him, even if the
Yes,
season
what
is
do
a
you mean?
wash.
Yeah,
Even if the season is a wash,
Imagine him and Kemba on the floor at the same time.
that is awful defense.
I know.
That is
Oh, no, the
horrible.
terrible.
I
defense.
just think that.
I
would
mean,
be,
it can't be any worse than
I-
what Tyson Thompson.
I just think that would be
Yeah.
so interesting to watch.
Oh, for sure.
That is the definition of small ball. Good luck to anybody trying to keep up with them on the perimeters. Like any of your
man with no hips and man with no knees.
like we could not play defense.
Wow, that's
but-
really a crippled team.
Bring it on.
Break out.
Bring it on!
break out the Paul Pierce poop wheelchair.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yo,
Is that in the Hall of Fame?
Has to. Shit staining.
No, it's not. I've
Shit's
been there.
staying
It's
in all.
not.
it's not.
That's a
The
shame.
wheelchair, dude, it should.
NBA should 100%
It should
put
just-
the Paul
it should-
Pierce
it should
wheelchair.
just be its own room. It's just a room in the middle of it.
why does this room
roped
smell
off
like
wheelchair.
ass?
No, they should put it in the old Michael Jordan room. Have you guys been to the Basketball Hall of Fame?
No.
You know, the little Michael Jordan room?
Yep.
Yeah, it should just be the wheelchair. And then just replays of him being shipped out in the wheelchair and then coming back.
you go
That's
there,
the whole thing. It's just Paul Pierce now.
It's just the wheelchair. You go there with your son in the future. Like, Dad, what happened here? Be like, son, this is the wheelchair where we thought Paul Pierce tore everything in his name. Turns out he just had to go poop. That's the poop wheelchair.
He just had to go relieve himself.
Oh, Dad, is that the wheelchair he pooped in? Pretty much, son.
Dad, I think
the truth.
I think I still see the poop.
It's still stained. It's still stained.
This room's got
Jesus
a
Christ.
smelly smell. Smells kind of
Smelly.
Yeah, but yeah, boys, can the Celtics just please turn this around?
And now
I need good basketball.
Drummond and Isaiah Thomas. Give me Boogie.
Give me Drummond and Isaiah Thomas, dude. I don't even give a fuck what happens the rest
give
of
me
the season.
Boogie and
I
IT.
don't care.
Bare minimum, give me IT back.
Yeah, that's what I want. When is he done with USA?
I don't even care. Sign him now.
Yes.
Rip him out of there.
Can he do that? Can we do that?
You would think so.
Hold on, let me call my people.
I'll get my people on the phone too. Hey Siri.
Call my people.
Hey Siri. Can IT like fuck out of the US team, please? Oh my God! Get him on the team,
please.
Why is Jeff Teague didn't even play yesterday? Coach's decision.
Load management.
The best decision.
Load
made.
management on Jeff Teague.
Yeah,
he's old.
No, his load management. His load management was, you suck. You're not playing today.
You're garbage. You're trash. Get out. That's spots for IT.
God, dude. Oh my God.
If IT comes back, I'm gonna.
Why is he not?
Why have an aneurysm?
Danny, what are you doing?
Everybody avoid his. The sad reality is everybody avoids IT because he is such a defensive liability. Because you look at,
but add Drummond.
You look at that's. There it is.
Drummond's the only thing is Drummond can't shoot a three. That's the only.
I don't care. I don't care.
Fine. Neither can Thompson.
I was gonna say neither can any of our centers.
I was just. I will say Daniel Tice had a nice one the other day.
Oh,
was that the only one of the game?
Yes.
The only point.
Yes, it was.
James, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
He gets it.
You're blind.
You're a squirrel.
All right.
Oh yeah. God. Just start playing actual basketball, please. Close out games. Get IT here. That's the summary of this entire segment. I love it.
I don't even know what this segment was. This was just
basketball.
We're playing.
I'm sorry.
Not again.
Bare minimum, guys. Though, the mind is strong, body is weak.
No. You said the body's weak, the mind is strong. Always end on a high note. Speaking of ending on a high note, that's all we have for today's episode. But if you do want to support us in what we do here, I'm going to be putting down a link in the description because we now have a merch store. Boom. Sports on tap. Sweatshirts, T-shirts, and crew necks. That's what they're called. Crew necks. Thank you. So, but yeah, please go check it out. Any proceeds we get will be going back into the Sports on Tap so we can improve our gear and grow. So, thanks.
This is where you're gonna put the link. It's gonna be right here. You're gonna click right here.
I'm gonna put it in the description.
It's gonna be just right over my face.
I messed up. No. But if you do want to support us in what we do here, I'm gonna be putting down a link in the description because we now have a merch store. Boom. Sports on tap. Sweatshirts, T-shirts, and crew necks. That's what they're called. Crew necks. Thank you. So, but yeah, please go check it out. Any proceeds we get will be going back into the Sports on Tap so we can improve our gear and grow. So, thanks.
This is where you're gonna put the link. It's gonna be right here. You're gonna click right here.
I'm gonna put it in the description.
It's gonna be just right over my face.
I messed up. No.